2019 brought us such games as Pokemon Sword and Shield, Sekiro, Untitled Goose Game, Metro Exodus, and the remakes of Resident Evil 2 and Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. But all those games take a back seat to one, in my opinion. Hey everybody, welcome to Bed Talk, the talk show where we talk on my bed. And today, we're talking about a video game that was so good and left such a lasting impact on my life that I will never play it again. In the year of our Lord 2016, Obsidian CEO Fergus Urquhart mentioned a small team is working on something based in Unreal Engine during an interview with Game Pressure. A year later, in 2017, Obsidian announces The Outer Worlds, a new ARPG IP, and the audience went mild. Or at least all the people I knew did. See, a lot of the people that I knew liked Fallout, and they thought that this was just going to be another Fallout, which we weren't all for because we were still playing Fallout 4, which had just come out 2 years earlier and had just gotten its last DLC with Nuka World. So we were all still bumming around the Commonwealth looking for duct tape. And I know me, especially, I wrote the game off and didn't think about it until it hit Xbox Game Pass like 2 years later in 2019. But I didn't play it until the year after because I didn't feel like I had a whole lot of time on my hands. However, in 2020, I did because I don't know if you remember, but this very little issue happened that year.
First, we will be denying entry to Canada to people who are not Canadian citizens or permanent residents.
COVID-19 was designated a pandemic, and everyone was told to stay inside, and that's what I did. I stayed inside. I barely went anywhere, barely saw anybody other than my mother. And fun fact, if you don't go outside and don't interact with people and don't eat very well, you get depressed, and that's exactly what happened. I got depressed, and none of the games I had caught my eye or held my attention for more than like 5 minutes. And when I had all the time in the world on my hands, I booted up The Outer Worlds for the first time. In 1901, U.S. President William McKinley was assassinated by Leon Chao-Gosh at the Pan American Exposition, a world fair held in Buffalo, New York. After his death, William McKinley's vice president, Theodore Roosevelt, assumed the position as the 26th president of the United States of America, leading to the square deal domestic policies, promising the conservation of natural resources, control of corporations, and consumer protection. Now, you may be asking, why am I telling you all this? Well, because along with using this section to pad out runtime in the video, I'd also like to state that in The Outer Worlds, this never happened. William McKinley was never assassinated, Theodore Roosevelt never became president of the United States, and the square deal domestic policies never came into action, and the great business trusts of the era were never broken up, leading to a hyper-corporate, class-centric society dominated by the power of mega-corporations. And now this game takes place in the Halcyon system, a very small star system consisting of only 6 planets in the year of 2355. And your character, before you go through the process of, character creation, is known only as the Stranger. You're rescued from your cryosleep by a mad scientist, Phineas Vernon Wells. No relation. And are told that the whole star system has fallen on hard times due to the greed of multiple megacorporations collectively known as the Board. And that's it. That's all the story you're getting, because I think that you should go and play this game. Maybe just under different circumstances than me. So now comes a part where I talk about what I talked about in the very beginning, about how I can't play this game ever again. Because, like I said, at the beginning of the video, I was isolated during my time playing it, and I played it, like, every day, for hours, every day, and I didn't even 100% the game, but I threw myself into it, because I needed it. The Outer Worlds for me wasn't just a 13-hour game that I somehow stretched the playing time to almost a month. It was an experience for me. Getting max relationships with all the side characters and seeing how their stories played out, doing side quests, doing the main quest, maxing out my skills, and everything in between. I needed this game because I was depressed, and I needed something to distract myself. And after I finished it, and I saw the end card, I cried. And then I closed the game, and I didn't open it for a while. And I didn't play it for so long that I just kind of deleted it because I wasn't ever going to play it again. And probably because I needed space for Warzone or something stupid like that. And then they released DLC. And what did I do? Well, I downloaded the game again, of course, because it was still free on Xbox Game Pass. And I was just going to download it for free and then buy the DLC. I thought, whatever, right? And when I downloaded the game and I saw the game icon on my Xbox game screen on my TV, I felt gross. I felt like how I felt during the period of me playing the game while I wasn't playing the game. Like when I was watching something because I felt like I'd been playing for too long. Like I felt bad inside, so I deleted it and it made me feel better. And I never got to play the DLCs, even though I really wanted to. And in a lot of ways, I really, really, really regret it. And while I was doing research for this game, for this video, I found out that they're coming out with an Outer Worlds 2. And am I going to play it? I'm definitely going to try. Because I don't want this game that meant so much to me and helped me so much be associated and thrown to the side with bad memories. And, yeah. And finally, I'd like to thank Obsidian Entertainment and all the programmers, designers, producers, artists, everybody that made this game, because you guys made something amazing. And I mean it from the bottom of my heart. If you have not played this game, go play it. It's amazing. I love this game so much. So, Obsidian Entertainment, thank you. Wow, that got heavy. Thank you guys so much for coming and watching this bed talk. I know it was a little short of a bed talk, so I might just call it a bed talk bite. Just like a little itty bitty little thing that you can watch while you're driving to work, or you're walking to work, or you're walking to school, or something like that. I don't know how people consume content anymore. Yeah, I am currently working on some longer videos for you guys. It's just taking a little bit longer because I don't particularly know how to edit, so that's pretty much the biggest obstacle right now, is just learning how to edit. So thank you guys so much for coming. I will see you in the next one. Bye.